Hello and welcome. If it's your first time, I'm Simon and I'm right. So yesterday I hurt me back a bit. It's not so bad this morning. Struggling to clear the airport of free stuff because the snow was forecast and it was going to dump again. Well, was I right? Was the weather forecast right? I'll take that as a yes. So, because it's forecast to snow all day, I would only do the basic snow ploughing, but I'm expecting delivery of a pump that I need. I don't know how light, dark this is. So, we're just going to clear the main road and stuff, but firstly, we've got to clear a path. we're not doing smell-o-vision, because if we were, I've just set this up and I'm running this again. The sweet smell of pine. They're just, Nate, drop it. I'm just going to give you a quick update. The reason I'm doing it now, come on, Nate, give me the ball. Go on out. The reason I'm doing it now is because it's 1300 hours. It's about 4 hours after I last ploughed. What temperature are we? Oh, it's warmed up, -12. Okay. It's because, like I said, it was going to continue snowing. So, there we go. We ploughed there. I can hear my neighbour ploughing. And it just keeps coming down. So what we got on top of what we ploughed? Maybe another 6 centimetres, 60 millimetres. And my neighbour ploughing over there, look. Yeah, so where are we up to now then? Oh, I've got a tape measure in my pocket. Of course I have. We haven't been snowing 24 hours yet, so now it's a metric tape measure. Urgh. 200 mil, 8 inches. Yeah. He's been out ploughing all morning, bless him. Right, so the neighbour I just showed you ploughing there, come on. He was the previous owner. That setup I got with the Volvo and the plough and the bucket and forks, and that was all down to him. Most of the infrastructure of this building, including what we're stood in and the machine shop behind, I should explain that really and give him the credit that he's due. He built all of that. So this machine shop, and some of the machinery, but not all, I'm not quite sure what was taken and what wasn't. Anyway, he built this. So that back wall you can see there that I've now painted blue, that's a new firewall I've had to put up. The other side of that is the back of the original school. So this and the canopy outside and the infrastructure on the bottom levels, that was all down to him, as was all the rot and the major repairs I had to do to the building. So it kind of swings backwards and forwards because I don't want to keep flicking about, but what was the gymnasium, he had boarded up and closed off for 30, 40, 50 years, I don't know, 40 years. So the major structural repairs I had to do was neglect. But yeah, he built this and had the underfloor heating and everything put in. And that's why, I don't know if you've ever noticed, everything's in little sections. Because I don't know if you could get concrete lorries out here in them days, but I wouldn't have liked to think what the cost would be. Anyway, I'm going to get back to machining now. I'm doing a new mould on the machine. Right, that's an update on the snow, and we'll go from there. Excuse me. So it's supposed to snow for the rest of the day today, overnight and tomorrow, so we'll be at it again tomorrow morning. Right, so next morning, that's not good. Ah, it's on the inside. We're inside the machine shop. So we can tell at that point, we'll have a look at the lock. The lock, oh, let's put some lights in. We can tell a lot from the lock. Okay, so this is just around the edge there. If it was further across, if it comes halfway, don't ask me why, but if it comes halfway, we're below -20. So I'd say we're somewhere around -12 to -16 at that point. I was wrong. -19. -19. Okay, so it stopped snowing. And we see what we've got to clear up. Look at that. Look at that nutter. So the last time I ploughed was last night. You can see the different levels of where we've ploughed and where we haven't ploughed at all. The sun's hitting the top of the trees. I can hear a train. Might be the snow plough. There it comes. Oh, missed it. Was the snow plough. Anyway, where was I going? Where we haven't ploughed. So what I never managed to show you, you avid watchers, is the base. Right, so this is unploughed here. Where are we in depth? Well, what I never showed you was when I was going on about this base that we picked up and how I needed to get it before the snow. Well, you can't really see, but this is so this is the underside of that base that I said would make a good shed or chicken coop, but quite clearly it's now, so we wouldn't have been able to get at it. Wow. Never gets old. I do love the winters here. He loves the winters. He's a proper winter dog. Well, he is now, he's got his winter coat. Never gets old. Anyway, so I've got to decide whether I clear this up today or do it tomorrow. We have to get all this out the yard now and plough it up and pick it up with a bucket and get it out, otherwise we get overwhelmed. And I pushed that lot there last night. That's my fingers starting to go already. There you go, there's the money shot. And the sun just catches the tops of the trees. Must be shining down the valley, over the mountain over there. You go down, quite often the sun will catch the bottom of the valley last. And there's a depth on top of the post book. That's quite cool. But perhaps it's a little cold for ploughing today. There's no need for it. Come on, let's go. Come. Come. Because there's conflicting reports the exact temperature. At the moment, anywhere between -24 and -29. I'm equipped for temperatures below -30. Kind of gives me a few more minutes if I run into trouble. The railways in the winter, unless I had to, it's harder to hear the train coming. Anyway, so just a week ago, my friend went kayaking over here. I know. Anyway, he needed to do it, so he did it. Well, quite clearly, not only is that frozen, that's got a layer of snow on there. This is the main route through. I know the other river is frozen solid, so we're about to... I've got to be careful what I'm doing here now, otherwise we'll be having an accident. Where's the edge? Knock this bit of snow off here. There's a pressure crack all the way up there. So that is the river, and you can see there's just one area open there, so yeah, we can say that overnight that was in severe minuses. So it's midday. That's an aeroplane. It's an unusual sound. And this has got a, you can see where it's blocking there. This is going to be gone by the, well, by tomorrow that'll be frozen solid all the way across. Amazing. Well, I don't feel the need to risk that. I just don't. I didn't film the walk down there. Oh, look at the sun hitting the other side there. Look. See, that's the last place and the first place that gets the sun during the winter. That's the other village. That's where I've seen the temperature, say -26, just across there. So what I've done is, because our thermometer's under the canopy and it's heated, I've put another thermometer outside in the yard, which we can check on the way back. But I didn't film on the way down there because it just kills this battery, the cold, and I obviously can't change the battery. Well, I can't change the battery because it's an iPhone. So I was a bit... anyway, I can film some of the walk backs now. But yeah, we're definitely consistent with the temperatures. The plow come down earlier. Sometimes, you know, they use a big a blower. My main rail fan may even have some footage of one, but sometimes they use a huge blower to blow the snow. Be off this track in a minute, but they ploughed it this morning. It's quite hard to breathe. Now we're off here anyway. So this house over here, you've seen on the grass cutting. We ain't got to worry about that. So I'll have to run a snowmobile trail through here. Once it gets a bit more frozen, always very difficult to break trail on my snowmobile because it's so big. And me and my Charlie, a couple of years ago, we came up here and launched over there. Well, we didn't quite make it. Something happened while we was in the air and we ended up down here. So there's not too many places on the trails that I have to break. I haven't rolled around in the snow. Am I a good snowmobiler? It's a big, wide track, 1000cc Yamaha, my snowmobile. It's not the best thing for breaking trails, I can tell you. She's a bit heavy. She's designed for me, to pull and to tow. And it's a workhorse, and you need something lighter to break the trail and compact it, or smaller, or slower. Or something, I don't know. My hands. My fingers are definitely gone. I've seen a few comments. Why are you up there in the north? Well, there's no queues. There's no arguments. There's no neighbours really to speak of. And other than the odd car heading north, there's no sound either. There are reindeers, moose, elk, but there ain't much of anything else. Plenty of birch, plenty of fir, plenty of spruce. Whew. We'll see what the temperature's when we get back. I know if it weren't for all of you, I wouldn't have bothered myself with a walk down to the river today. I've had about a week now working out in the cold and a few days inside the warm would be very nice. So I'm going to show you this. This here is northern Norway, northern Sweden where we are, Finland, Russia. This is an ice cold vortex coming straight from the centre of the Arctic and coming in across here, and that's what is bringing these temperatures. So these tracks, these are from a tractor yesterday, and where I've come down there, these are now solid, and this ultimately is, you know, you want to lay down your logging trails. There's that big pile of rocks we looked at. Oh. I was right not to record on the way down there because we didn't even make it back. And it went the battery. I had to go inside, warm the phone up. Battery's at 70%. It was just the extreme cold. Phone didn't like it, switched off. Right. Thermometer. -24. Right, so that's quite consistent with what I've seen. Across the river's -26. Just up the road a little bit's -29. So when it said -19 in here, check what it says again. It's minus 24 out there. This is, it is kind of enclosed. Oh, there's no light. The importance of shelter. All I have is this whipped old curtain up here. Minus 19 behind there. Minus 24 there. Anyway, I'm not doing anything else today. That's it. Edit this video. So thanks for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, consider it. It's helping me out. And thanks for being on this journey with me. What a beautiful, beautiful place.